to Tier 1 in Canada. It's going to be exciting times. Currently, Balaj is leading the drivers and Williams are dominating the constructors. Can they keep this dominance up or are they soon to falter? I think they'll be feeling confident about Canada from what I've heard. So let's see if they can back the claims up. And thank you for the prime there. And we got a wet qualifying. And yes, new mic. New mic, new me. A lot clearer. I can give you ASMR Formula 1 if required. But here we go. Canada, wet qualifying. Hawkins, was that a sub for the prime money? Because I know you boys struggling for the financial side of things. Who's your prediction for pole today? There is a lobby restart, yes. We do have grid pens to serve. Ooh, some people considering the Inters. We're just waiting for the first cars to come out. I think if this was dry, Balaj had this easy. But with it being wet, it's anyone's game. It's the first time we've seen the Tier 1 boys in the wet. So I've got 18 drivers out now on the track, slowly but surely. Hawkins is going to be the first car out. He's gone for the full wets. And Piper has also chose the... Piper's the first car out and he's on intermediates. It's a big risk. So Piper choosing the intermediates for his first lap here. It looks like it's pouring it down. As an interesting camera angle from the game. So whoever's starting 6th is going to get the win. I said there is a lobby restart, Kiziel. So the weather you currently see might not be the weather you get in the actual race. It's going to be Piper though, setting our first lap around Canada. It's not a very long track, so the traffic could play a very important thing as a Ferrari just reset. Caught that on the mini-map. But Piper's starting his lap now. As a Ferrari has gone into the grass. And he's coming through the windy Sector 1 here, and he's going to be setting a provisional 23.8 for Sector 1. There's a car behind him who looks a lot faster right now, and it's the Alpine of Hawkins. Be interesting to see. As Piper really slamming on the brakes there, not wanting to get too loose as he comes out the second chicane. Time for the hairpin now. Can see a lot of people going deep here possibly. Both of them coming out nicely though, as there's yellow flags up ahead. Hopefully no one gets in the way though. As here we go. The long straight now for the Williams of Piper. Final corners. Gets as close as he can to the wall of champions without touching it and will drive to the line. And that will be the first time will be a 1:22.3. But it's Hawkins going almost a second faster. And next it's going to be Housley next to go over. As Rasmussen has retired. What's happened to Rasmussen? And Rasmussen has binned it into the wall. And Hawkins bins it into Rasmussen. Housley goes so much faster. But Hawkins has binned it into Rasmussen there. Let's see if we caught that. Here we go. There's dead Rasmussen and Hawkins just drives into him and dies. There goes that prime money. Very true. But back to the qualifying. It's going to be, I think, Fillimore's invalidated. Woodenberger's retired now. Another person has dropped it. And is that going to be in the way of Balaz? It is. And oh, that was very close. I don't think Balaz lifted the Mad Mother. And let's see that. Let's see where Balaz almost killing himself there. Didn't slow down. Oh, very close. Very, very close. But meanwhile, it's going to be Fillimore who's invalidated, so his lap won't count. Who is next? Fox Johnson, possibly? Or Peel? Peel's ahead on track, so it's going to be Peel the next one. So our top three currently is Housley, then Hawkins, who DNF'd on the dead car of Rasmussen, then Heisenveld. Ballage and Piper on intermediates, seemingly not as fast. But Max looking rapid out there, 6/10 faster than the next car. As Peel takes the hairpin right-hander, and he's going to go to the long straight now. Getting a little bit squirmish though on the exit there, and he's on the intermediates. Let's see where these put him in. Had some big crashes already. Wet Canada really playing a part here. But Peel now past all the champions. He's going to drive for the line. And Peel puts it P4. Next is going to be... Rasmussen has left the session as well. Makini has a DNF this. Is it Skowski? No, Skowski has not improved on his time. Hamadir is just starting his lap. Dirk went P2. Oh boy! He just beat Husenvelt's time, and it looks like a couple of them are just going on repetitive laps here. The wet weather, everyone just looking to keep going. So Zenith in P7, Hamadir, who's currently on lap, is done sector 1. He's in the wet tyres here. Did by the sounds of getting a little bit of a wheel spin there, but he's going to come round to the hairpin now. Meanwhile, it's Luhoff is about to finish his first lap, and Luhoff puts it P7. Does Peel improve? No, as Mangano has crashed as well. The person who's going to see that is Britain, but Hamid is the guy we want to watch, who's currently on lap here with 2 cars in front. That's Marquinhos actually. Let's have a look what tyres everyone is on. A lot of people are going for the intermediates here, actually. Faster tyre, but seemingly lack of equipment. Peel puts it P2. Peel puts his benchmark down. Next is Britain on lap. As Hamidi could only muster a P9. The tyres are going to be very difficult as it looks like it stopped raining. So surely everyone wants to be on the intermediates now. So let's see. The AlphaTauri pairing running very tight to one another. But it's going to be Britain here going to set his first lap. He keeps it clean through the final few corners. And he's going to drive towards the line. And Britain is going to set a P6 with a 121.7. The next around the track is the AlphaTauri pairing. Luhoff comes into the belt, but Peel's going for another lap. Peel improves again, doesn't improve his position as Dirk has just set the fastest lap. Dirk is rapid around this track at the moment on them full wets. Next on lap is Marquinhos is on a slow lap. Britain is on another push lap though. Balaj is out on intermediates again. He's looking very fast. He's 2 seconds up on his previous time. It's still wet, but the track looks like it is drying up slightly. It might be intermediate time. You can see there's a dry line forming on the racing line. Let's see what Balazs can set here. As Caspers goes P1 now on the intermediates, goes 1:19. And then Balazs P2 with a 1:19.7. So the track definitely moving out of the wet tyres as Phillimore goes P3 now with that lap. And Max is on intermediates. The intermediates seem like the tyre to be on now. But Max does not improve at that time. 10 seconds off, actually. As someone has come into the pits there. And Pill almost invalidated. Big snap of oversteer on the exit of that corner. Let's see where he can put this, though. Pill goes P1 with a 1:19.3. Big snap, but he makes it count. As he drove towards the line. His next on lap, though, is going to be Fox Johnson. He's invalidated, though, so ignore that. Next is going to be Piper's on his outlap, so it's Britain is not improving, but it's Housley who we want to be watching as we go back to live action. Pearl will be very happy, though, with that lap he set. 3 tenths faster than the next closest rival, but Housley's a second up already. Through the hairpin, there's still time to be made for him. Sporting a nice helmet here. Very sad that his teammate in Conor Radcliffe has had to retire due to system failures. And they've got the reserving Phillimore for them, but everyone now switching to intermediates. Max through the final few corners, cuts it very close. Gonna drive towards the line now. And Max puts it P1 with a 1:19.1. Max is looking rapid here. Max looking mightily fast. The next person on lap, so Fox Johnson is coming on the straight now, but he's got Luhoff in front of him who's invalidated. Piper is not as close, so it's going to be Hamadir next to see if he can improve, and it looks like a big improvement for Hamadir. Hamadir still though P12, so it's now Fox Johnson to cross the line here and set a time. And Fox goes the fastest with a 1:18.4. That is rapid. That's half a second faster than the next closest car. Wash Johnson really getting a wash in this rain. Damn. So the next car on lap, we're looking, and it looks like it's Piper who's invalidated, so he'll be on his, this will be a second out lap for him. He'll be looking to make end roads now. So it's probably going to be, is Housley on another lap here? He is going faster. That was a massive. Are you not driving today, Davies? As Housley's debated me. Britain's in the pit, so it's going to be Hamadir next on lap. Unless he's on an in lap. Let's see what Hamadir can do here. Is he coming into the pits, or is he going to take the right turn? He's still on lap here. He'll be looking to make improvements on his last lap. And Hamadir goes P2 there. Getting ahead of Housley. So now it's anyone's game, as it's going to be Skalski next to go on lap. He's coming through the final few corners now. And Skalski goes P8 with that. Next is going to be Marquinhos. Marquinhos sets the fastest lap, beating Fox Johnson as well there by 400ths. Hamadir still on lap. Peel's on his out lap. Luhoff though behind this pairing. And there's a Zenius is on lap right now, and Zenius is going to put it P5. As there seems like a spin, and it's Luhoff has spun. So we've got not much time left. Phillimore's on softs. This is very interesting. Phillimore is looking to set a lap on them softs. We've got 4 minutes left of the session. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if this one pays off. And it looks like he's coming out now. No, it's going to be Housley out on the intermediates. This is going to be a make or break move. The track doesn't look dry enough, but it might not be. the track is definitely drying up, but is it drying up for that soft compound tyre? It's a big risk as we see another stream of cars coming in around the corner. Marquinhos is coming into the pit. So the next one on lap is going to be, I think it was not Balaj, it was going to be Piper. No, Piper's into the pits. So it's going to be Roosevelt. Does go faster, but doesn't improve in his grid position. Caspers has just started the lap. Here is the next lap car to cross the start-finish line. I've got the hiccups, pardon me, I'm sorry. And Peel is up, according to the telemetry, by over a second, which is currently going to put him right up amongst them. Possibly P3, or more if he can improve in this last sector. And he does have a Housley behind him who's on his outlap currently. Let's see what Peel can do. As we're seeing a few more. We've got Skowski on softs and Britton going out on softs as well. And here comes Peel. Peel goes... Oh my. Oh my. The track is definitely drying up. That is an insane time. Peel will be very happy with that. I'm lost for words. That was rapid. Zenius is invalidated. Casper's though looking to improve on his time. He's going to drive towards the line now. And he puts it P1 now. Hoosenveld was just off the pace. And he's P3. But a lot of people taking big risks here. And Fox Johnson is just starting his lip nap now. So we've got 1 minute 40 left. Some people might have enough time for 2 laps here. As it's Housley now on lap. And Housley's looking a lot faster here. But there are some gamblers out there on outlaps on them softs. Marquinhos may have left it late. We'll have to see. But people are going out on softs. As it's going to be Housley now driving towards the line. He's got enough time to set one more lap if he's got enough ERS. And Housley goes faster. So with a 1:15 breaks the 1:16 mark. The track is still raining though, chappers. It is still raining. And then, oh my! There's a lot of cars here. There are a lot of cars here. Some people are on lap. I hope they move out of the way. Because I know Fox is on a lap here. And what is Dirk doing? What was Dirk doing? I think we're going to have to invalidate that time. Oh, what are they? What are these idiots doing? But anyway, the big risk here is the soft runners. And DRS has just been enabled. This is huge. The track is definitely dry enough. Balaj won't be improving though because he's invalidated. But Piper has gone the fastest. But I think we really need to watch these soft runners. So we're going to switch to Skowski here. Final few corners. As Zenius has got a 5 second for a collision with Phillimore. What is going on? What is going on? Wash Johnson being washed. As Skowski through the final few corners. Doesn't lose the car. He's going to drive towards the line. Them softs looking mightily fast here. Skowski P3. Casper's P1. Hamad is still on lap. Yeah, we've had a wet to dry quali as Marquinhos gone the fastest by a landslide. And it's Hamadir next. Hamadir puts it P6. Only car left is Zenius. He's invalidated. That is the qualifying done. What an absolute insanity. Insane qualifying that was. The session's over. It's definitely time to stop because Marquinhos has absolutely banged a lap in there. Whew! What an insane qualifying. And we've still got more to go. Oh my. Oh my. So here it is. This is how they qualify. 3 people not even able to set a time from DNFing. The track really livened up though. So now we have a lobby restart. So the weather that you see now for the race isn't the actual weather. And we have grid penalties to serve. Let's see, is this up to date? No, that is not up to date. So we're going to quickly switch to this screen quickly while we sort everything out. I've got a lot of in-house fighting to fix as well now. I love motorsports. So we're gonna reform. I can see that happening. You are quite right. I can. formation that off. Okay, let's get everyone in. We might be. I really hope we don't see that, but I can see it happening. Who else are we waiting for? You need an invite. Okay, I think that was everyone. Ah, that was eventful. That was really eventful for a qualifying. Started off pouring rain. Will the race be wet or dry? Everyone thinks it will be dry. We shall see. Okay, let's set this grid up. So pre-penalties. Marquinhos puts it P1. He'll be wanting redemption after his traumatic race in Japan. P2 was Casper's in the Alpine. It took me a while to remember what car he's in. P3 for Peel. P4 for Britain. Britain will be ecstatic with that qualifying result for him. P5 for Piper. P6 for Hamadir. P7 for Skowski. The Tier 2 reserving in Tier 1, showing his calibre. P8 for Housley. P9 for Luhoff. P10 for Fox Johnson. P11. Oh no. Oh no, they're starting alongside each other. P12 for Xenius. P13 for Balazs. The current points leader. P14 for Fillimore. 15th was Hawkins. 16th Rasmussen. 17th Rudenberg. And 18th Mark Mangano. And now let's apply them grid penalties. So first but foremost, Xenius with a free place. Nick Mangano, who isn't here, has a 5. Peel has a 2 place. So that puts Britain up to P3 and Piper up to P4. Britain, though, has a 3 place as well. So Britain goes down to P6 and Hammerday up to P5 instead. Fillimore with a 6 place. And that is that. So the way the grid lines up is Marquinhos P1, Casper's P2, Piper P3, Peel P4, P5 Hammerdeer, 6th Britain, Skowski 7th, Housley 8th, 9th Luhoff, 10th Fox Johnson, 11th Husenvelt, 12th Balaj, 13th Hawkins, 14th Zenius, 15th Rasmussen, 16th Woodenberg, 17th Mark Mangano, 18th Phillimore. So here we go. It's time for everyone to ready up. Will it be a wet race or a dry race? And we're going to be in the dry by the looks of it. The sun is up. The sun is shining on Sunday, Canada. So, who do you think? As far as we're aware, they haven't fixed the issue still. So it's still no formation lap. Let us see. As everyone's probably putting on their new setups for this weather. Hey, I'm not a Williams hater. But I am the Japanese victim. Oh, fuck, I hit my tooth. Cock. Not again. But here we go. We're about to get racing. Let's have a look at the tyres that everyone chose as well. The front three on the hards, and they're off. And it's Marquinhos gets a good start there. Everyone else seems rather clean at the moment, and there's a big spin, and it's Peel and I didn't quite catch who. Peel and Hammerdeer. Peel gets spun by Hammerdeer. What a donkey! But back at the front is now Marquinhos leading Caspers as Phillimore makes a move on Hawkins there. Was it Hawkins trying to make the move on him? It's hard to tell, but no, it's going to be Rasmussen up the inside. They're side by side. But back to 8th. And it's going to be Griffin now defending Luhoff with a hungry Zenius behind them. Peel is up a few places as well. There's absolute chaos everywhere. Britain goes straight on at that corner. Couldn't go side by side and make it stick. Wait, Fox Johnson's P4? How's this happened? As Housley had a shocker. He's down in 18th. And it's all kicking off as Phillimore has spun on the exit curb there, along with Zenius. I wonder what happened there, possibly, but it's going to be Marquinhos leading Caspers, leading Piper. And Balaj is up to P5 already. Balaj is on a charge in the dry. He's already dispatched Husenveld. Skowski all over the rear as we watch them all come through the wall of champions here. But it's going to be Marquinhos leading this first lap, but Kaspers has got past him since. And oh, there's a spin! Big spin! Marquinhos, I don't know if there was contact or not. Marquinhos with a severe contact collision with Balázs. So it's going to be Kaspers with 4-second lead. There's absolute chaos everywhere. What happened? Piper's missing his wings. And there's a huge pile up here as the Dirk and Fox Johnson are side by side in the Mercs. So it's going to be Balázs. Has he got damage there? It doesn't look like he's got damage. Meanwhile, Dirk is being chased, got a pack forming behind him of Fox Johnson, Britton, Skowski, Luhoff, Hawkins is in there, Mark Mangano, Peel is just a little bit behind as Marquinhos is now in 18th. He went from 1st to 18th in the space of 2 corners. And it's going to be Peel looking to dispatch Mark Mangano here as we come down the long straight. Everyone going to be getting a tow from the car in front though. As Kaspers has set the fastest lap and someone's in the pits. Fox Johnson in the pits. Wouldn't with 3 seconds already as well. Detrimental for anyone who has the pit early though, as Piper's also in the pits. Piper also having damage there. But Kaspers is rapid at the moment, but Balázs is closing in on him. Absolute chaos. Dirk now is pulled away from Skowski next, who also is pulled away from Britton. Britton is currently forming the train. I believe Britton is British, so it's the British Express. We'd be really wanting to keeping the DRS as we watch Mark Mangano run very wide on that corner, feeling the pressure of Rasmussen. Rasmussen moves up to P9. Hammerdeer now on the Mark Mangano on the softs. Hammerdeer on the hards, clutching up to the back of him. It's going to be Skowski who's got a train forming, but it's Luhoff looking mightily dangerous on the rear of Britton there. Britton's already flashing. Almost puts him in the wall. They're going to go side by side for the final few corners. This is absolute chaos as Kaspers sets the fastest up again. Oh, you can't go too wide there, boys. And it's Britton who gets back past him after not able to get past him. Peel's looking to make a move up the inside, actually. Peel on Britton. And he's up around the outside, and Luhoff looking to make it 3 wide. They're 3 wide coming up the exit. Peel makes the move stick. As Woodenberg's got another 3 seconds, and Luhoff has Britton are side by side. And it's all mightily close, but he's got the move, made the move, and it's now going to be Hawkins looking to get past Britton, but Rasmussen is all over the rear of Hawkins. At this rate, Woodenberg is going to get disqualified. And it has been such a hectic quali, I need another. But it's going to be Kaspers leading Balázs, but the gap is coming down. Then it's Husenveld on his own as because Fox Johnson picks up his first 3-second penalty. Skowski and P4 coming around the hairpin now with Peel and Luhoff hotly behind. And Skowski won't have DRS to defend the rapid Peel. Peel will be seething after that turn 2 incident with Britton. No, it wasn't. It was what happened to Hammerdeer. Hammerdeer got caught on Peel as Balázs sets the fastest lap now, really stretching his legs. Peel around the start-finish line straight into turn 1. Might be looking to get Skowski on a switchback type of move. Runs it a little bit wider. Going to be looking for a better exit, but Luhoff is all over the back. Will the two... I would hazard to say that actually Hammerdeer assassinated Peel, and Peel gets his first 3 seconds. Canada is going to be a brutal mistress. But he's looking to make it. He's got a much better drive here. Around the outside of Skowski. Skowski defends, hold to the inside for the next corner. But Peel is looking close. Cheers for the good camera angle there. And Peel makes the move stick, and Luhoff looking to get in as well. The AlphaTauri's looking very racy here. But he doesn't make anything happen. And now it's going to be them two coming over to the hairpin side by side still. Luhoff on the inside gets a little snap of oversteer, but he's made the move stick. Skowski with a massive snap of oversteer. No, but now it's going to be Skowski seemingly trying to hold on to the back. He's on the hards compared to the AlphaTauri's on the mediums. Britton and then Hawkins with Rasmussen behind and Mark Mangano on the soft compound. The only one to be on the softs as Zenius and Woodenberg are racing down this back straight. It's very close. Woodenberg really struggling through that final few corners though. So it's now going to be Woodenberg who needs to catch back up to the back of Zenius. With Fox Johnson 16th, Marquinhos 17th. Heartbreak for Marquinhos getting spun in turn 3 on the exit. And Piper in 18th. But we go back to the AlphaTaurids. Are they going to battle? Are they racing for position? Or are they just going to play front gunner, rear gunner? As they look to catch up to the back of Dirk Heisenberg. There's no doing of it. And Amethyst in the meantime has got Philip. Oh! We caught the end of that. That's a huge incident. And Woodenberg skillfully makes his way through. Let's have a look at that one again. So here we go. Amethyst squeezes him into the wall. And it's absolute chaos. But meanwhile, Britton is looking for a move up the inside of Skowski around the final few corners. They're side by side, but no doing. And Britton gets a big snap. And it's going to be Hawkins getting past him instead. And Rasmussen as well. Rasmussen up into P8 all over the back. And Fillimore's retired. Is Fillimore out? Let's have a look. Fillimore seems to have crashed. And have we got... No, it's just a virtual safety car. There's a lot of debris, but Fillimore is out there. It's hard to tell what happened. Oh, it's a full safety car. It is a full safety car. And Hamadir possibly getting a little bit lucky. Possibly not. Moves on to the medium option. Marquinhos also into the pits. He's serving his 5 seconds. So this is bad news for Caspers as it now means... Oh, sorry. Bad news for Caspers as it now means that Balázs is... That gap that he once had no longer exists. So, lots of pits actually taking place here. So, the front 3 not pitting. And it's Skowski not pitting either on the hard. So, the hard runners choosing not to pit. Britton on the mediums also choosing not to pit. And then Housley's not pitted. The hard runners not pitting. The medium runners, though, have pitted. Pill getting his free pit stop. Luhoff for a free pit stop. They did double stack, but they made it work. Rasmussen stopped for the hards. Mangano for the mediums. And Hawkins for the hards as well. We managed 7 laps before a safety car as I have to redeem the hydrate. This does bring the boys at the back into it. Piper has been really thrown a lifeline here. He fell overboard, but the lifeguard has yeeted him out a little safety jacket, and he's going to be able to catch back up to the pack as long as the safety car doesn't do anything dodgy, like go with up early. I'm sure we'll be seeing what happened to Fillimore though. It looked like a massive incident though, because there's debris everywhere. So, what does everyone reckon's going to happen now? Is Casper's going to be able to defend the Balázs man? Is Dirk going to be the dark horse in this? Or is Skowski, the tier 2 driver, reserving in tier 1, going to put an absolute show on for us? As meanwhile, Pill's in the pits again. Why is Pill in the pits again? He's gone back onto his mediums. Very interesting strategy from Peel. Maybe thinking it's a bit too early. And Marquinhos also boxed into a medium, won that whole medium. No, Monk, you can't get away with calling yourself drunk, someone else drunky. It only refers to drunky monkey. So, is the safety car in this lap? No, we're going to have one more lap of safety car action. Pi from Marquinhos will be able to catch back up to the back of the pack, hopefully, here, as they're about halfway behind. Well, Marquinhos is. One more lap of safety car. And the hard runners must be feeling good. The people who have had to pit for the hards are going to be really struggling on the tyres towards the end. So one more lap on the safety car. So chat, Hill's pitted again. Hill has pitted again. Has he got damage on his wing maybe that he won't fix? I mean, Peel is in the Netherlands where it is legal, so there is a chance. It could be the damaged wing bug, that is very true, but it doesn't look like there's any damage on my end. But surely the safety car's in this lap and it's going to be up to Kaspers to try and get the jump on Balazs. Ooh. It's going to be an interesting race now. I wouldn't have thought the guys who didn't stop on this safety car, I think only have one stop. The hard runners otherwise are going to have to really make them hards last. It's going to be a war of attrition. So let's see what happens. Here we go, and they have gone, and Kaspers hasn't got the biggest of starts, but Britton and Hoosenveld are battling. Britton has lost a lot of places there, actually, and he's going to be holding up a lot of boys behind him on fresher tyres. Let's remove the tyres. And here we go, Britton has fallen down the order. He must have got an almighty start, but then lost out as Hamady and Hawkins further back are battling side by side. Hamady around the outside. There's a big spin. Piper's out. What a crash. What a crash. That was insane. Piper's out. Hawkins got spun. Let's get a replay of that. They were side by side. Hawkins seems to lose his backing and just catches Piper. Absolute heartbreak. But it's going to be Kaspers leading Balazs with dirt behind him, and Skowski's already dropped a second behind them, and Max is looking mightily racy there behind Skowski. Then it's Zenith leading Luhoff. Britton is falling down the order a bit. Rasmussen in P9, and Woodenberg rounds out the top 10 currently. That prime money going to good use. DNFs. But it's going to be Kaspers is going to really have to defend here. But the front three have pulled away from Skowski. So currently this front three are the guys battling. As we've got a yellow flag in sector 1. It looks like it's Hawkins. And Hawkins has spun. 4G has become 3G as he loses connection with the track. But back to the front is Kaspers really trying to pull away from Balazs here. With dirt still lingering within a second. All three of these guys yet to pit. As Peel and there's all sorts of battling going on further back. It's Peel and Hamady side by side. Doesn't make it stick. Further back, Marquinhos getting past Woodenberg. There's a little bit of contact there. And Housley's actually done Skowski. And Skowski has a 3-second penalty. Track limits. But Kaspers has pulled over a second on Ballas. This is huge. No DRS currently for Ballas. And Ballas, Dirk gets a big snap, and Dirk's now outside of the DRS as well. So the front three all a second apart from one another. It's going to be Luhoff eyeing up the Polish Snakaskowski. Let's have a look what the pens are. He's just the only person with more than 3 seconds is currently Woodenberg on 9. And as I say that, Zenius picks up a 3 second. As Luhoff looks to go around the outside of Skowski. He's around the outside on the second part. He gets a much better exit. As Hawkins has spun again. 4G has become 2G. And Skowski up the inside, but Luhoff gets a better exit. They're going to be having a drag race here. Luhoff shows in no space, but the DRS will open. And it will be Skowski who gets the DRS on him. And there's a big train behind Luhoff, the Dutch Express. Skowski looking to go up the inside. It's going to be close. Oh, they somehow don't collide. And it's Zenius now eyeing up Skowski. Zenius side by side with Skowski as Marquinhos picks up a 3 second. Oh, Skowski runs wide and it's going to be Hamadier. Britain goes through the both of them. Through goes Britain. Archie Britain goes through the middle. And meanwhile, back at the front, Ballas is back in and Dirk is struggling. But let's have a look at that move as Britain goes through the pair. Ooh, there was a little bit of contact as well. Skowski just seemed to just miss his apex. But Britain goes through the pair of them. But back to the racing because Ballas is very, very close to the back of Kaspers. He's back in the DRS. The pairing of them dropping Dirk off from behind. And Housley is catching up slowly but surely onto Dirk. So let's see what happens as Ballas now has DRS on Kaspers and Kaspers' light is flashing. Meanwhile, Zenius has been passed by Marquinhos further back down the order as Hawkins has got another 3 seconds. He will not be happy about that running P16. Ballas though is mightily close. Meanwhile, Hamadier has got Peel before the corner. And it's Mark Mangano next, but we've got a huge train forming behind Britain, by the looks of it. As Fox Johnson has got himself up to P7. But it's going to be Ballas who's looking mightily racy at the front here. And Dirk is just coming into shot in the background there, but he's well out of it. Luhoff has pulled away from Britain. So Britain is once again the train. And it's a big train actually. Look at this. They're all squabbling. As Fox Johnson gets the DRS on Britain and he's starting to gap Mangano. He looks about it. And Hawkins has crashed. Oh, Hawkins hasn't crashed. He's DNF'd in the pits. But Kaspers is really going to have to defend Ballas here. We shall see what happens. Ballas not able to get close enough there. As Hawkins' car is going to do the classic come out. As I've got to hydrate today, so here we go. As Fox Johnson, meanwhile, has got past Britain. While we was watching the action at the front, this train forming behind Britain, Fox Johnson has got through now. Everyone's rears is flashing though. Everyone's rears is flashing. There's a huge train behind Britain. Will Britain be playing rear gunner? You know, man didn't want to race any more of that time. Very true. Very, very true. But Kasper's doing him proud. Meanwhile, Britain, Mark Mangano has slipped right down the order there. As it's now Britain who's got Hamadier. I didn't quite catch what happened there. We were watching on board with Britain. But meanwhile, it's going to be Britain who's lost touch with Alex now. So it's going to be the front two though. Ballas keeping within that second, putting the pressure on Kaspers. These guys still got to pit though, and I don't know when they're gonna pit, but it's gonna surely be quite soon. As Fox Johnson is taking chunks out of Luhoff's time, Britain meanwhile going side by side with his teammate. Will they fight? No, they don't. But will he be able to defend from Peel? Peel looking for the inside. He isn't close enough to make it happen though. And it's now going to be Hamadir with Britain behind him. Britain playing rear gunner. And it looks like Peel is eyeing up a move on the inside of turn 2. They're side by side. And Peel sends up the inside. Britain runs a little bit wide there. Not able to get a clap back though. Britain hasn't pitted. He's still on their mediums. They're going to be screaming at him. So he's meanwhile back at the front. Britain definitely feeling them tyres though. And Balazs is looking a little bit closer to Kaspers than normal. As we've got a yellow flag somewhere. And it's for Mark Mangano seems to have spun further back. And Woudenberg's retired. Woudenberg has hit the stricken. And we've got a safety car. We didn't see what happened. Let's see if Xenius can pick up the debris of Woudenberg here. And Woudenberg's on the inside of there, actually. So... Oh, and Kaspers has received the drive-through! Kaspers has received the drive-through. That's huge! As you see, all of the people who hadn't pit on the first safety car now coming into the pits. A lot of people pitting, actually. Ooh. But the AlphaTauri pairing haven't pitted. Kaspers has, but he's going to serve that drive-through. Balazs as well. Looking mightily fast there. And Rasmussen up into P5. Dirk will be P6 on them mediums. Housley P7 on mediums. Fox Johnson on mediums P8. Hamadir on hards is P9. And Britain on hards P10. Skowski P11. Marquinhos P12. Xenius P13. And Mark Mangano rounds out the last remaining drivers in P14. So, chat, who do you reckon's going to win with this second safety car coming out? Is it going to be one of the AlphaTauri boys? Are they going to play front gunner, rear gunner? AlphaTauri currently lock out the top 2 steps of the podium, but they're on the older, harder tyres. It's going to be Kaspers who has a drive-through to serve. Kaspers P3 with a drive-through though, sporting an American helmet in Canada. Very contentious decision being north of the border like that. Then it's Balazs, P4, Rasmussen P5, P6 is Husenveld with a fancy looking helmet, 7th is Housley, 8th Alex Fox Johnson, 9th Hamadir, Britain in 10th. I'm just trying to... Britain's helmet kind of goes hard, you know. Big shout out to Britain's helmet there. Looks absolutely banging. As Mark Mangano's in the pits. Hamadir rocking the Austrian flag for his. Let's see if we can see Fox Johnson's for Canada. Is he sporting a special one? I don't know if he is or isn't. No, he's rocking his blue. And it's going to be Housley in the very vibrant helmet. And then Dirk in P6 rocking a very greeny yellow helmet. Rasmussen P5 with the pink purple scheme. Balazs in P4 rocking his lovely off yellow helmet, dark deep yellow helmet. Kaspers P3 with the American helmet. Luhoff rocking a pink helmet in P2. No, Peel in P2 rocking the pink helmet. And Luhoff P1 with the orange. Balazs with the Senna-esque helmet. Casper's looking very racy with one more lap to go. Very, very racy. We are over halfway now, so shout out to the boys for making it past halfway. You have survived so far. We've had 4 cars DNF. Phillymore bringing out the first safety car. Piper crashing into the rear of a spinning Hawkins. What happened to Hawkins? Has Rasmussen pitted is a very good question. Rasmussen has pitted. He's on 12 lap old hards, just like the 2 in front who are leading. Hawkins gave us the prime sub for the 5 mil for you boys and has already spent 3 million as Luhoff almost kills himself on the safety car. Luhoff, did he get damage from that? That was very risky tyre warming. Very, very risky. I genuinely thought he was about to DNF. So, shouts out to that. I thought we was about to see a DNF on the safety car. But safety car is in this lap. It's Luhoff, who's going to be leading them out. Be careful, boys. You can't go up to rate. You can't overtake until that start-finish line. And Luhoff looking to go. He hasn't gone. He's really backing the pack up. And that has caused chaos. As now everyone will be having to return them places further back. Did he go up and then... Did he go up to speed and then stop? That will be interesting. Because meanwhile, Almeida gets a 5 seconds for ignoring yellow flags, and it's going to be Luhoff leading them off. But Balaz has already dispatched Caspers. But Caspers fighting the inside on the first part. But Balaz holds his nerve and keeps the position. Further back, Rasmussen still holding strong, but with a Dirk on much newer, fresher mediums. But Dirk doesn't make the move stick, and he's going to have Fox Johnson right behind him. Let's see if they can keep it clean. But it's going to be Balaz is looking to go up the outside, and Peel covers him off. No, Balaz goes for the move on the outside. He's going to have to deal with Caspers though, as Zenius just goes straight on in the background. And Caspers gets past. And they're about to go free ride by the looks of it. Caspers does not get the good drive. Balaz is looking almightily racy though. And it's very close, but no doing as Dirk has got past Rasmussen meanwhile. Hammerdeer falling very far past the grid here. And it's going to be Luhoff, Peel leading Balaz and Caspers, who are battling their heart out as Dirk and Fox Johnson have both dispatched Rasmussen. And Housley looking to do the same as well. Very, very close. Housley looking for the inside of Rasmussen, but no doing. But meanwhile, Balaz is all over the back of Peel, but Caspers is almightily close. And Dirk has pulled himself up into this now. The front 5 are very close. Well, the front 6 are very close. But yeah, it did look like Luhoff started to go and then backed off again, which you can't do. So we'll have to see. We'll need the evidence. As Balaz is looking for the inside of Peel here through the hairpin. And it looks like he's made it stick. And Balaz now will be looking for the race lead. Our current Tier 1. The current Tier 1 leading on points. First place in the Tier 1 Championship. But it's actually going to be Peel looking to fight back as Caspers then shoots off into the pits. So everyone will be leapfrogging him as he serves his drive-through now. And DRS has been enabled. We did get a bit of a... Oh, and blue... And meanwhile, Balaz is through on Luhoff. So Balaz takes the race lead. Let's have a look at that again. As Rasmussen gets his first 3 seconds as well. He just sticks his nose up the inside. Luhoff running a little bit wider and he's cleanly through. So it's going to be Dirk now. The Mercedes duo look to hunt down the AlphaTauri duo. So here they go. It's going to be Dirk looking to make the move up the inside of Peel. Side by side, wheel to wheel. A little bit of contact by the pairing. And Alex might be looking to snap as they're right wheel to wheel on each other. And Dirk's got through, and now it's going to be Fox Johnson looking to get through as well. As Dirk goes straight on. And that look... The rivalry from last season is right here, right now. It's absolute chaos. Peel up into P2 now, and he's got Dirk and Luhoff battling behind him, and Fox Johnson behind them. These two won't be too happy, and Housley's really pulled himself into this. Was that a wing of someone going wild? And it is! Fox Johnson's lost his whole front wing! And Dirk looking to go around the outsides. Meanwhile, yes, Balaj is already 3 seconds clear of this action. Balaj is going to be licking his lips. And it's Peel looking to go around the outside. Housley's got himself back into this. Peel picks up another 3 seconds. Luhoff just goes straight over. And Housley now looking to make a move on Luhoff. And Housley's put through. Housley looking almightily racy. And meanwhile... it's now going to be Luhoff who slipped a few positions down. It's Marquinhos up into P6 after the nightmare lap 2. It is indeed Merc meltdown season. As both Luhoff and Fox Johnson shoot into the pits. So it's Balaj leading by 4 seconds over Peel on them hards. Husenveld with Max looking rapid behind. Marquinhos P5. Skowski up into P6, Mark Mangano P7, then it's Britton Hamadir P8 and 9. Xenius riding out the points at the moment, but Casper's in P11 having served his drive-through on their mediums. So it's going to be Dirk and Housley looking like they're going to be the biggest battle. Or possibly Xenius on Hamadir. This is something I never thought I'd say. Dirk doesn't have the DRS on Peel. Peel on the old hards as well. He's really putting life into them somehow. As it's Xenius is dropped off the back and it's Hamadir actually closing up onto the back of Britain. Let's see what happens though. Dirk no DRS this lap. So Housley can really look to reel him in. This is a chance. Marquinhos still looking racy. 10 laps to go. As Balaj is about to make it 9. 9 laps of racing left. Well, 10 laps including this lap. Tyres for the gang. And as you can see, Peel on 17 lap old hards. He's going to really not be enjoying them. He is being reeled in by the trio behind. And then further down, Fox Johnson and Luhoff on softs is an interesting take. Fox Johnson has just got past Luhoff as they come down the start-finish line now. But we're going to follow this battle because these three are reeling in Peel. And Peel spun! Oh my. Peel has spun and then collects Dirk, and that is Dirk's race. Just Peel's out. Peel is out. Let's see what's happened. As we get another safety car. But Peel is out of this race. Peel just loses it, takes off Dirk's wing as well. So it's Balaj now with Housley and Marquinhos behind him. Skowski in 4th, Mark Mangano in 5th, Dirk in 6th, Britton 7th, Hamadir 8th. Let's see if we can get a better safety restart. Safety car restart. I'm going to quickly leave you guys as I need to use the bathroom. I have returned. Have we gone back racing? The answer is no. We're going to have one more lap of this safety car. Let's see. What tyres? But yeah, Balazs losing a huge lead. He had 10 seconds over the next car. Balazs though is up 11 places. Mark Mangano up 14. The biggest losers though is Piper and Pill, both DNFing, losing 14 and 10 places retrospectively. Caspers is down 7. But this is good news for Caspers. He served his drive-through and is now looking back in the action. Will we get Balazs up for an interview today, Mr. Sanjay? As things stand, no might. So let's see what tyres everyone has gone to. Everyone outside of the top 5 has pitted for fresh softs. It's like Japan all over again. Actually, it's Australia all over again. Australia, the front few would not pit, and then everyone else would pit. We're going to have one more lap of safety car. Balazs, who was leading Marquinhos, leading Mark Mangano, Britton and Hamadir in the Aston Martins, and then everyone on softs. Housley soft, Skowski soft, Zenius soft, Caspers soft, Dirk and Fox soft, Luhoff is soft, Rasmussen is on softs. Very, very interesting. Let's look at the penalties, because these are going to play a pivotal thing now. Marquinhos with 3, Mark Mangano 6, Britton with 3, Amandir with 8, Housley none, Housley still clean, Skowski with 3, Zenius with 9, Caspers with none, Dirk with none, Fox with 6, Luhoff with 3, and Rasmussen with 3. So these penalties, these corner cutting penalties, is going to be insane. But I believe the safety car is coming in, so we're going to get right back into the action this lap. There's no way the safety car comes out for one more lap. I can't wait for this, and I'm sure you guys can't either. 6 laps around Montreal, Canada. Absolute chaos. Who is going to take the win? There's a lot of position changing surely about to happen. How will Balazs choose to start them off? Will he do a start just like Luhoff, which is currently being questioned? Or is he going to be clean with it as he's going to let the safety car go? He is now in charge of this. So here we go. We've got 2 corners and a straight, and then Balazs will be taking us with 5 laps to go. Soft runners from P6 down. I think we're about to see carnage, chaos, and everything we love about F1. But Balazs is gone. Balazs has gone early, and he looks to drop them. As I think we need to follow Housley here, because Housley is looking mightily fast on them softs. He's got Hamadir on old hards in front of him. Let's see if he can dispatch him. It's very close. Hamadir runs a little bit wider. Housley able to take it a lot tighter on them softs. A little bit of contact. Very, very close stuff there by the 2 of them. But Hamadir holding Housley up, and Britton and Co are able to pull away. Housley's the first off runner. Further back though, Caspers is looking to make a move up the inside of Skowski. He'll be on the outside of the next corner though, and there's no doing of it. And the Mercs are very close further behind as well. And Zenius is putting his nose in here. Zenius really up for a shout of points here today. Someone's going to crash. Someone is going to crash. But Balazs has already got a second lead. Caspers is past Skowski. And Zenius is looking to make a move on Skowski as well. It's very close. very, very close from the two. As Dirk and Fox are battling behind. And Hamadir is falling down the order as Housley has now also got past him. And Kaspers is looking to dispatch of Hamadir too. Hamadir will not be happy about this. And Skowski's fallen past Xenius here. As Mark Mangano picks up another 3 second. But it's Kaspers getting a much better drive on the exit past Hamadir. And the Mercs are battling over one. No, but Skowski's fallen right back. And the Mercs really are battling tooth and nail. And Kaspers picks up a 3 second penalty now. This is huge. As Luhoff goes through on Skowski. And Rasmussen will be eyeing up the pair of them, but there's no doing of it. Is Max though. Max is all over the back of Britain now. He's on the hunt. And Max is hunting down the Aston Martin of Britain. As meanwhile, it's going to be Hamadir has a queue behind him. Something I thought I'd never say. That Xenius is looking to make a move on Hamadir. Hamadir holds him steady as the Mercs eyeing him up behind. Xenius is looking like a little snack at this point, as it's going to be Fox Johnson looking to make a move around the outside of the hairpin. And Fox Johnson gets past Xenius as Luhoff runs very wide there. Skowski back up into P11. Fox Johnson now hunting him down. There's a yellow flag for Skowski has spun. Skowski has spun. And it's going to be, though, Max eyeing up the back of Britain. He's up the inside on the first part of this corner. And Max makes it stick. Max moves up into P4. Balazs sets the fastest lap meanwhile. But it's going to be Kaspers looking to make a move as well on Britain. Britain holds steady, though. And as you can see, Balazs with 2.4 seconds as Johnson has done Hamadir. They're close. A little bit of contact by the looks of it. And Dirk gets a little bit drifty on the exit. Rasmussen battling now up to P11 past Xenius. Xenius has dropped down the order. Balazs is really pulling away though from the pairing behind. And Housley's looking to make a charge as Dirk has now got past Hamadir. Hamadir's tyres are going to be screaming. And Hamadir looking to cover off Luhoff as they're going 3 wide actually. Hamadir, Luhoff and Rasmussen. Rasmussen up the inside of the 3. And Rasmussen gets all 3 of them. Rasmussen up into the points here. P9. And Luhoff cuts the corner again. But Rasmussen up into P9. 3 wide. What a move. And meanwhile, it's going to be Britain and Kaspers racing side by side now. Down the long back straight we go. Kasper on the soft. Britain on the hards. Will he make it stick as there's a collision further down? And it's Xenius up into P10. Luhoff spinning. Rasmussen seemingly spinning as well. Luhoff and Rasmussen dropping off the back here. What a shame. As meanwhile, it's going to be Balazs leading by over 3 seconds with Marquinhos second. Third is going to be Mark Mangano. Housley, though, looking very racy on them softs, closing in this duo. And then it's Kaspers with Britain and Fox Johnson behind him. Fox Johnson seeing Britain get a little bit wobbly will be eyeing him up. It will let blood in the water. Is he going to make a move through here? They're side by side, wheel to wheel. They keep it clean, though. Very clean racing by the pair. Hats off to the both of them. That is a very tricky place. But Fox Johnson, no, Britain bites back on the inside. Fox Johnson hanging outside, there's a little bit of contact. And Dirk now puts himself back into the action. And we're looking like we're going to go 3 wide here now. Britain around the outside of this chicane and no doing. And they exchange places back as Luhoff picks up another 3 second penalty. And now it's going to be Dirk eyeing up Britain. Dirk on the inside of Britain down the hairpin. Dirk on the inside of Johnson down the hairpin. They're battling tooth and nail, but Housley's the guy to watch because Housley on the softs is hunting down this pair. AFJ should have given that back. It's very true. And Marquinhos gets sideways. And Marquinhos absolutely lost. There's heartbreak for Marquinhos, but now it's Housley up for P2. Housley moves up to P2 with 2 laps to go. Housley up into P2. There's going to be absolute chaotic scene. Somehow no one else has DNF'd since. As Rasmussen is going to be hunting down Hamadir on them hards. They're currently for the last point paying position. And thank you very much for the follow there, Mr. Dean Sucks at Driving. But Balazs is leading by almost 5 seconds now. Housley P2. Mark Mangano picks up another 3 seconds. So he's got 12 seconds of penalties. Kaspers is now hunting him down. He'll be wanting to get past him as soon as possible. Because him and Housley will be racing for that final, for that P2. Meanwhile, the two As Caspers has done him. Caspers has done him around that. And it's going to be Dirk now hunting him down with Fox Johnson behind. Dirk has got past Fox Johnson. Johnson with 9 seconds of penalty. Really struggling to keep it in between. And it's going to be Britain now looking to close him in. Xenius 12 seconds. That's not good for Xenius. And then it's going to be Marquinhos with Hamadir and then Rasmussen. Rasmussen really needs to reel them in if he wants a shout. But we're on the final lap and it's Balaj who is leading us out with Housley P2, Caspers P3. But he has 3 seconds. He's got to get past Housley and make P seconds. Insanity. Absolute insanity. Casper's really wanting to do it on the track though, but it's going to be Mark Mangano with the 2 Mercs behind him. I expect fireworks here, but it's Balaj who's going to be taking the finals hairpin. So here we go. Balaj down the straight. Housley having to defend Caspers, but it's going to be Mark Mangano who's going to have to do the real defending here. He has 12 seconds of penalties though. Dirk eyeing it up, but doesn't make it do it. But Balaj is your race winner. Housley takes P2, Caspers P3, and here we go, the drag race to the line. P4 for Mangano on the track, but he loses a lot of places. He's Britain up into P5, Marquinhos up into P5, Fox Johnson drops, Hamadir P9, Rasmussen the outside of the points paying positions as things stand, and Luhoff P12, and one last car to cross the line. It's Skalski. He was having an amazing race. Balaj to be moved up a division. It's hard to move a man up when we don't have another division. It's the top tier. Balaj takes P1. Balaj will be over the moon with that. What a race. What an absolute stonking race. Excitement from the start to the finish. Woo! Chaos as well. Love it. I'm expecting a lot of tickets from that one as well. GG's to everyone who raced today though. 18 drivers, but Balaj is your race winner. He'll be very happy with that. That's 3 race wins out of 4. Only dropping it in Australia. And here he is lifting up that glorious Canadian trophy. P1 Balaj. P2 Max Housley. P3 Caspers. Soak this moment in, boys. There we have it. There is your race results as they stand. Everyone else after DNF'd. Woo! What a race though. What an absolute race. Housley didn't even get a warning. Scenes, absolute scenes. I forgot to even flag up the driver of the day. It's exclamation mark vote 1 for your driver of the day. It was chaos from the outset.
Remember to vote Rasmussen. He actually finished the race, just saying.
Rasmussen finished the race, but outside of the points.
Still finished the race. I'll take the dub.
Wow, what a race though. We're waiting for a few more drivers to come in. Will we get Balaj? Balaj has been hiding. Will Balaj come up today? That is the question. Again, though, what a race. P1 Balaj, P2 Max Housley, P3 Caspers. Seeing as Balaj is yet to come up, we're going to throw it to Max. Max, would you like to come up?
Hello.
Max, P2.
Oh, I'm sweating.
What a race. What
well,
a race.
It's kind of hard because the first lap, I don't think your classes it. Well, Britain just went on the track again, so I also joined the first lap. But, I mean, it was a tough race, avoiding like millions of incidents where peel spun and all that. But exciting, and yeah, just kept it on the track, really.
And kept it clean as well. From what I'm hearing, no warnings.
Yeah, I just tried to keep it clean, you know? Just, yeah. I can't believe that race. There's many times I avoided damage. But I think I had hard racing with Sergio at one point. I don't know if I tapped him. I can't even remember the race, man. It was so chaotic. But, yeah. Pretty exciting.
It was a very close one from you all, though. Like, you kept it very clean. Very well raced. You must be
my
happy
lap
with
one.
it too.
Yeah, my lap one was a shambles. I mean, first corner, I don't know what happened really, but I had to cut. Then I joined the track. It was all right. I joined the track fair, but I nearly spun. So that was a problem. But then I got took out again by Waldenberg. Pushed off the track, lost. I went all the way down to last, but brought it back to P2, and it was a bit of fun.
Big
Yeah.
recovery drive then.
Yeah.
Big recovery drive from yourself.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see that coming. I thought I was going to do decent, but yeah. What's the next race? It's not
The next
Azerbaijan.
race is Monza, and we have a sprint race there too.
God, turn one isn't gonna. Yeah.
Tier 3 is the new... Tier 1 is the new Tier 3 is what we're hearing as well from the incidents.
Yeah.
But again, though, P2 with Monza on the horizon, you're going to be... I think that puts you possibly P2 in the drivers as well, Max.
Yeah.
Only Balaj in front. Balaj looking rapid, though.
Yeah. There's no catching up Balaj. He's too quick. It's fair enough.
It was
I'm not even gonna bother with him. But yeah. I'll let someone else come up now. I'm sweating my arse off. I can't lie.
Well raced. And
Yep.
congratulations on P2.
Yep. See ya.
See ya. And now we're going to look for the Alpine of... The Alpine is not here at the moment. Of Caspers, from what I can see. So we'll throw it to the Williams TP, who can talk on behalf of Balaj. Harris.
What a
P1.
race that was.
He started nowhere near the front on the qualifying. Seemed to really struggle in the wet.
He invalidated his last lap, which is why he was so far back on the quali. But he was always confident. Obviously, Canada's one of his favourite tracks, as everyone can tell from time trial. He got caught up by a few, like Wesley kept him behind quite well in that first stint. He got caught up with the Alphas. He isn't very happy with the Alphas.
The Alfa Romeos or the Alfa Tauris?
The Alpha Tauris when they were both ahead of him after the safety car.
Is this involving the safety car restart?
No, it was more the stuff around the hairpin, I believe.
Maybe it's a good job he has chosen not to come up here himself.
Yeah, he wasn't very happy about it, but he's just put in chat actually. Oh dear.
Still, a win's a win.
Yeah, it was a great drive from him. Obviously, he was 11 seconds clear, and then the safety car came out and then pulled another 7 seconds, something like that.
I think it was 5 over Max on the softs. But Max did have the battle from P6 to get into P2.
Hey, Max is goated this season. Like, he is so clean and gets so many points because of it.
Max is the bridesmaid, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Always comes P2 in the championship.
Shit, I need to vote driver of the day. How do I do it?
So click the link. With Monza coming up next. How's Balaj's pace around Monza?
I'm not sure. We haven't gone that far. I know he's been doing Silverstone practice a lot this week.
Oh, that's a bit in the future.
Yeah, I think he's trying to practice for his esports challenger qualies.
And then Piper having a very unlucky race there. He was looking racy, and then suddenly
Piper didn't really want to race today. He hates Canada, but he's going to miss a couple of races further on, so he wanted to race today, and it was just really unlucky with the Haas spinning in front of him and collecting him, and then obviously the Alpine Williams curse strikes again.
You two seem to have quite the rivalry.
Well, I'm sure me and Chappers will go for it on Sunday as well.
Oh joy! Talking of Sunday, are you looking forward to Canada?
You know what? I actually quite like Canada, but after seeing the track limit penalties from Tier 1, it scares the shit out of me for Tier 2's penalties.
Is there anything else though that you'd like to add before we go to Casper's isn't here, so we'll be throwing it to the grid.
No, go.
So let's see who to. Thank you very much for joining us today though, Harris, and we'll see you on Sunday.
Good luck, boys.
So next is Britain finished ahead of Mangano. So we'll throw it to Britain. Oh no, we'll go to Mangano first. Mangano, points.
First I want to apologize to Woudenberg. The Aston Martins just didn't want to leave space today. I had several occasions where they almost took me out, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of reports and probably going to move up more positions regardless. The collision with the Aston or the Alpha was my fault, so I apologize to you, Luck.
That's okay. I'm saying that on behalf of him. I actually barely talked to him afterwards.
Yeah, I told my engineer immediately when it happened. I said, please apologize to both the Alfa Romeos, the TP, and the driver as well.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, it's fine.
Looking racy though, you were looking very racy. That midfield pack, there was nothing separating all of you.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, points. We haven't had many points positions. I during the race had several brake issues with my pedals, but somehow was able to manage and cross the line.
And no younger brother today, so there was only one Mangano on the track.
Yeah.
Made it a little bit easier.
Yeah. A little less reports to be made. Easier for the FIA.
Are you looking forward to Monza? Is it your home track?
Yeah, it would be my home track. I guess either Italy or Monza because I'm from both. But
so
yeah, I'm very excited.
Looking fast? You looking like you could score some bigger points?
Yeah, more points to be scored. We need to do better for the Ferraris.
But still a solid performance today.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us. I'm gonna go to Casper's next though, because he P3 for Casper's, and then we'll come to you, Mr. Britton. Casper's P3. You got a drive
Hello,
as
man.
well. Absolute chaos.
Yeah,
for you.
true.
You still pulled it back.
Yeah, that drive-through really fucked me up. I was 81 kilometers, so it was 1 kilometer too fast. Really unfortunate, but I was P14 after the drive-through, and I just overtaking everyone really easy, and it ends up in P3. But it was maybe a P1, but the guy on in the Williams, he was really fast on the horse. He was gaining 3/10 per lap. So I didn't think I can do P1, but overall, my pace was really strong at some points.
You and Ballas had some brilliant racing. You defended him really well for quite a while, but he just seemed to get the edge of you right at the end. It's good points for yourself and good points for Alpine. Really needing them.
Yeah, true. I know what happened with my teammate. I hear him scream 4 times, so maybe he spun 4 times. I don't know.
So Hawkins is a screamer, confirmed.
Yeah, I always said don't scream to me. Like last week in Japan, I was 4 tenths up on my qualifying lap, and in the last corner he just screamed, and I fucked up my lap there. So he screamed like 4 times in a race. But hopefully can get a win next week. But Yeah, the pace of the Williams was really fast. I can't keep him behind me.
And Monza next. How do you feel about Monza?
Mixed feelings. Some corners I really know, and some corners I don't know. I need a bit of practice, and then yeah.
Well, thank you very much for joining us up here today. And very well raced. P3 for yourself. Good solid points.
Yeah, thank you.
And we'll see you next week. I've got time for one more. And that is going to be Britain. Hello? There we go. Britain!
Yo!
You finished the race and you're in the points!
Finally!
You must be over the moon!
Oh! Oh.
Solid racing from yourself. Seems to be chaos everywhere. How did you manage to work your way through it all?
I don't know, just good coordination, ducking and diving, and just picking up places while everybody else makes mistakes. So just really good for me.
Very, very... You had brilliant battles. You and Hamady were battling as well for a while.
Yeah, we was having a little bit of fun battling each other, but in the end, I think I let him pass down the main straight. There was no point holding each other up for too long.
And talk us through some of the racing though, wheel to wheel stuff for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. There was quite a few battles that was side by side. I think it was with a Haas. I took him around the outside in turn 6, which you don't see too often around there. And I had a few battles with Mercedes and a Ferrari. So yeah, it was really fun, and definitely kept me on my toes.
And you must be thinking more going ahead now. You had
Uh,
P5 today, solid points.
Absolutely, 10 points today, so it'll be really good. And we've got the sprint next week, so there's always opportunity to pick up more points and move myself up higher up the position.
And with Monza coming up, how do you feel about Monza?
Yeah, it should be good. It's
Turn
not
one.
Oh god, oh yeah, that's going to be chaos. Turn 1.
Who's going to park it on whose head?
It's probably going to be Xenius on top of like Hammadiers or Martin Head. He does like to hit an Aston Martin, as we saw in the race.
But again, though, brilliant racing from yourself. P5, first finish and right in the points. You must be over the moon with it.
I am, honestly. Thank you, and thank you to my team for carrying on believing.
Thank you very much for joining us. I'm very well raced, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you. Look forward for another interview when I finish up high.
Let's see it. Anyway, thank you very much. That is all we've got time for today, though. Thank you very much for joining us, and we will be seeing you in 2 days' time for Tier 2 around Canada. Will Vlad continue his charge and catch up to Ule? Ule leading the Drivers' Championship. Or is Ule going to pull away with this?
Hopefully.
Or is Chappers, who has now managed to finish race, going to find form and be rapid?
I hope not. Okay.
Or Elsom as well. Elsom looking racy. But anyway, we'll see you in 2 days' time. Thank you very much for joining you. It's been me, Martin. And until Sunday, goodbye.